Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. How are we doing this morning? Let's see. Ronald's getting a bagel with cream cheese. Oh, that says 11 minutes ago. How could that be 11 minutes ago? Hola, hola. Let's see what we got on this puzzle. Let's fix this. Oh, I'm. Good morning, Robin. I'm a little buzzy because vacation is coming. Yeah, Ronald. I'm still trying to figure out the thing with the music. Maya says that I have to like turn it on, turn it off, turn it back on for it to work. It's just Evie Mux has these little quirks, just like with my name. I have to go in and hit edit, even though my name's already there, and then it shows up. It's just weird. Okay, let's see what we've got. Oh, look at Robin coming in clutch. Got the punk rocker. I have no idea who that is. Never heard of. Let me try some of these downs. Let's see. One down. Vessel used in outdoor cooking. Okay, vessels. Starts with a B, 8 letters. Braziers? That's Braziers. I was right. Okay. Let's see. I didn't pick this puzzle, by the way. It just like when I opened up the puzzle this morning, it was just there. So I don't know if this is supposed to be an easy one or a hard one, but so far it looks easy. Let's see. Prelude to a new episode often starts with an R. Recap. Thanks for throwing that P in there. That helps that. Okay, let's see. 3 down. Stand or stomach? Oh, to stand it or to stomach it is to bear it. Okay, let's see. 4 down. Played pickup. 9 down. 9 letters. Played pickup, say. Shot. Shot a ball? That's not right. But when I say pickup, all I can think of is basketball. But that's not right. Okay, 5 downs already in there. Let's see, move on to 10 down. Postal service opening. 10 down. Postal service opening. I guess that would be a mailman. No, that doesn't fit. That's not enough letters. Mail, mail person, mail carrier, mail, something with 4 letters. Mail and then 4 letters. I don't know. Let's see. Okay. 14 down. Major musical work. 4 letters. Is it oh no, there's an S at the end of it. Okay, major musical work. Opus. Opus. Is it opus? Yes. Okay. 15 down. Family member who might be adopted. A pet. I know people call their pets their family members. Okay, there you go. 17 down, browns in a pan. I would have said saute, but the A's in the wrong place. Let's see, 19. Understood. 4 letters, second letter S. Understood. I don't know that one. Shoot hoops. Good, Ronald. Shot hoops. Good, Ronald. See, I was thinking in the right thing. I was thinking basketball, but I didn't quite get it. 13. 13 across is cheeky. A stack server is IHOP. Stacks of pancakes. There we go. 17 across. Word that can follow park or Pacific. Park Slope. SLOPE. Is that it? I'll get back over there. SLOPE. There we go. Postal service opening. Could that be a mail slot? What? MALSLOT. There we go, mail slot. 18 across. Recovers from a weekend of hard partying. Could that be dries out? Although my weekend of hard partying is more board games and food, so there'd be no drying out, but okay. Okay, 23 across. God with a quiver. That would be arrows. And then abbreviation on a cornerstone. That would, somebody else got it before me. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, it says 6 days, so I must have picked this puzzle last week and don't remember it. That was good. Look at us. Look at us finishing another puzzle. Let's see what the game wants to throw us next. Moderate, large. You know what? I'm not even going to sift through the list. I'm just going to load whatever they've got. It says it's moderate, so it shouldn't be too bad. Let me look at the comments while I'm loading that. A bagel with blueberry jam. Oh, that does sound yummy. Yep, we finished it before we went live. Let's see. Well, technically we're live, but you know what I mean. You signed on late due to bagelry. Let's see. Artemis must be walking their dog. Let's see. One down. Tease. That would be kid. While y'all are hitting the crosses, I'm going to hit those downs. There we go. 2 down. Great Lake with walleye. Wouldn't that be Lake Erie? Okay, 3 down. Weed in old slang. Wouldn't that be dank? No, it's not dank. 4 letters. Starts with D. Why did I say dank? I don't know. Okay, 4 down. Scrooge, that'd be Blank McDuck. That's Scrooge McDuck. There we go. Okay. 14 cross certain Camaro. That would be an IROC. I remember, I think when we first started dating, my husband thought that he wanted an IROC. Okay, 17 across. Name and Haute Couture. That would be Dior. I said I was doing the downs, but this is the way I do puzzles when I am at home. I do a little bit of a cross, and then as soon as I get a few letters in, I do downs, then across, down, across. I don't really stick to one. Okay, so that would be, so weed That would be doob, maybe. Although I thought it would be more doobie, but doob. There we go. Okay. Okay, let's go back to the downs. 5 down. See now, so that first square is finished between you guys and me. That first little square section is finished. That's where I normally do a puzzle. Then I would do like 5 across. Then I would work on all those downs that lead from 5 across, and then go over to the next one. Okay, see, 5 down. Japanese Media Hub. Is that Osaka? Good. I'm having a Belvita crunchy breakfast biscuit. I forgot how much I like these things. This is the cranberry orange. I mean, it's not if I wasn't sitting here or if I didn't have to grab something really quick for breakfast, this is not what I would normally have for a breakfast. But like we're going on our road trip on Saturday, so I got a box of these for our road trip because they're perfect for, if you got to grab a quick breakfast and add a yogurt and some fruit with it. And it's, if you're a person who doesn't have a large appetite, it'll do you. Okay, 6 down. Intense. Starts with an S, 6 letters. Don't know that one. 7 down. Street urchin. That would be a waif. There we go. 9 down. Grateful Dead bassist Phil. I knew that at one time. I do not know it now. It's 4 letters. I knew it one time. Don't know it now. Let's see what 15. 15 across. More hard, say. Something. I don't even know what that would be. Because more hard would be like firmer or I don't know. 18 classical music passages, 6 letters. Oh, yeah, I don't know what that is. Let's go back to the downs. 11 down. April Crime. April Crime? 10 letters? No. 12 down. Oh, Alfa Romeo. I know that one. Whenever I think of a car like an Alfa Romeo, I used to date a guy briefly who liked little foreign sports cars. I mean, he was single. He lived with his parents, so he didn't really have to pay rent or anything. So he lived with his parents sounds sad, but it was like one of those situations where his parents were older. So it's like more like he was living there to take care of them more so than he couldn't get his own place. Let's see. 16 across. Part of 42 across. Well, that doesn't help me. What's 42 across? Certain mug fill. Okay, so would that be T? A mug full of T? No. That wasn't it. Oh, certain mugful. Would that be an IPA? Yes, mug full of beer, IPA. I mean, I drink my tea in a mug, but maybe the other people don't. Okay. So, where was I? $16 across, part of 42 across. So that would be ale. Right? Yes. Okay. 19 across. Short-lived gridiron organization that had a player named He Hate Me. Oh, is that one of those AFL, UFL? It's like somebody trying to start their own budget NFL, and I forget what it's like. Let's see what 11 down is again. 11 down. April Crime takes. Could it be KFL? KFL. No. Um, no, no idea. Okay, 23 across. Biblical withdrawal method. Oh no. Biblical withdrawal method practitioner, 4 letters. I believe that was Onan. Okay, 6 down. Intense. Strong. Somebody else got it before me. Robin, good on you. Okay, 9 down. Grateful Dead. Is it Lesh Leth? Is it 28? Is it Leth? No. No. Ah, there we go. Lesh. Okay. Okay, let's see. 24 across. 25 across product. Okay, so what's 25 across? See 24 and 37 across. Okay, what's 37 across? I hate when puzzles do that. I hate when puzzles do that, by the way. And I can't see 37 because of sharing the screen. Let's see. So I'm out on that one. That's one thing that's frustrating is that if it's a long puzzle, the clues that are like right at the bottom of the screen, I can't see them. Okay. What astronauts carry their clothes in? 28 across. Oh no, no idea. 9 letters, no idea. 35. Royal Dutch Airlines, briefly. 35 across. I feel like I've seen that abbreviation for Royal Dutch Airlines, but I can't call it to my brain right now. Like most things. Okay, let's see. Okay. Okay, now she texted asking if I was awake. Where is she? Let's see what we've got here. Okay. 46 across. Highway breakfast joints. I hop second time in a puzzle today. IHOP was in the last puzzle, roughly in that same position too. Okay, 48 across. Plumbing for a total tool. No idea. Let's see what's 26 down. Toothbrush brand. I was gonna say Orajel, but there's not enough letters. Or see, I can see it in my brain because I just saw some new toothbrushes. Let's see. 40 Oral B. Ah, Ronald, good for you. 43 across. Philosopher Zeno's home. No idea. 44 down. I don't even know who Zeno is. Golden Blank Senior Citizen. Golden Ager. I have never heard a senior citizen called a Golden Ager, but there you go. Let's see. Oh, 48 across again. Plumbing for a total tool. Is that D Bag Piper? No, D Bag. Because it's D Bag. Is it D-bag pipes? D-bag pipes. There we go. D-bag pipes. That's weird. Okay. Let's see. 52 across. Deal blocking agency question mark. DEA will block those drug deals. Let's see, 49 down. Did I mention my sister used to work for the DEA? I believe that was a government agent she worked for. 49. She left it to become a life coach. She used to own a boutique briefly, and then she became a life coach. She's apparently very successful. 49 down. NL West team. 49 down. I have no idea what that means. 24 across. Oh no, not that. Okay. Let's see, 50 down, firmly in place. That would be secure. Puzzle's almost done. Puzzle's almost done. Yeah, I get, Ronald, someone from the golden age would be a golden ager. I get the logic of it. I have just never heard somebody use that expression. But I get the logic of it. Let's see. 63 across. Very sorry.
Sorry, your time is up. No more puzzle today.
Very sorry.
Where's my... There we go. No more puzzle. We are all done. Shutting this situation down. Why do you look like
you just coming in hot?
Yeah.
After we've been waiting for you for 30 minutes?
Yes. Because that's how I roll. Why do you look like you're filming this from 2010?
What are you talking about?
You are so pixelated.
No, that's you. That's
everyone in the chat, is it me? Or like now that she's bigger, now that we have embiggened her, you look like you're filming this from 2010.
No.
You look like a time traveler. You look like a video that YouTube accidentally recommended to me for some reason.
Well, let me turn the camera off and make some adjustments. How about that?
I think maybe
I'm still here. Continue to talk.
I don't have much to talk about. Sorry I was late. I actually was sorting out a thing. We have to take our dog to the vet on Friday because this is what I've been saying is every time we try to go on the cruise, everything happens. Truly everything happens. So I already said I thought this was happening.
Why don't we start? Why don't we start things? Why don't we start things and then you can tell us your story about your dog.
Okay. Will do. Then I'm waiting for you to adjust. And Ari, we're not doing the Friday stream, so we are still doing the Wednesday. But I will not be playing games tonight because I will be packing and trying to get my life together.
Get your life together?
Yes. Very exaggerated, but yes, get my life together. Oh no,
I'm so sorry, Robin. I'm so sorry.
I'm very sorry. We leave on Saturday. So, well, we'll be leaving. We live in North Carolina. We're leaving North Carolina on Saturday because that is when we're taking our 10-hour drive to Florida. And then we'll be in a hotel in Florida for Saturday. And then Sunday is when we get on the boat. Oh, she was an old girl. 16. It's an old girl. Our dog
You're
is
sitting
like
very high.
Am I? Do you feel
There,
better now
now
that
we're
you can see
even.
my ceiling?
Are you happy? Now we're even?
We're even. I feel like, went from 2010 back to like 2005.
What
It's
are you
worse.
talking about?
It's worse. Why is it so fuzzy and so glitchy? Are you on a different computer?
What are you talking about?
What is going on? Yeah, even Robin says you're still blurry. Ronald says she's
Better?
fine, leave her alone.
Better?
Like, it's not as fuzzy, but it's still like, it's not like schmutz on the camera blurry. It is pixelated because the technology can't handle it blurry.
Oh. Well,
I don't know what it is. But
despite the fact that your father put money into this computer, this was an old computer that we found cleaning out a relative's house.
yes.
And so he, because it has a 1 terabyte hard drive, which is a lot of space, he tried to do some things to salvage it.
To refurb.
And I've been using it for this past, how long have I been using it? Over a year.
Mm-hmm.
But yesterday when I was using it, it started making a weird noise.
Okay.
And I had to turn it completely off and turn it back on.
Yeah, I think that's what's confusing me, is you usually look clearer than this on this device. So I'm like, why?
Yeah, it went weird.
Yeah, but you're clear enough.
Maybe when we come back, I'll see if I can try streaming from my iPad or something, or from my phone. What?
Okay. You won't be able to read a single comment. You won't be able to. It's going to be so tiny.
My phone is like the newest device I own.
True. I mean, my phone is also the newest device that I own. This is why I do most things on there. But Ronald says that you're not as crisp, but we can still see and hear you, so it should work out.
Okay. Okay, so let's get this show on the road. Hard out at 12:30, right?
Yes.
Farmers market today, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you ready for 3, 2, 1?
Give me 2 seconds.
Just checking the name of the book.
I'm trying to decide if I'm going to do a book.
Oh. Robin says, just must be the internet today. Yes, Robin, I work at the farmer's market. I work at the market one city over as the market assistant, market manager's assistant. So when people come to the market and they need to, like, if they have a card and the person that they're trying to buy goods from doesn't have a card reader, they can come to our table and swipe the card, and we give them what's called market bucks, which are little like tokens. They look like poker chips, but they're little like wooden tokens that they then pay the vendor. The vendor gives those back to us, and we give them cash for that so that they can like essentially run their card. And then if anybody has a SNAP card, like a food stamps card, none of the vendors can take that because they don't have the ability to. So we, as the market, run the food stamps card, give them a different token to be able to spend their food stamps money. And then we also have, I don't know if it's like this in other states, but in North Carolina, we have a program through ASAP, I believe, which lets us double up money. So if someone comes and swipes their food stamps card for $20, we can give them an extra $20 that they can spend on fruits and vegetables. So they get, essentially they swipe for $20 but get $40. Are you ready, mother?
Am I ready?
Are you ready? Only you can answer that.
Am I ready?
Are you?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Wednesday morning edition of The Conversation Chair. I am one of your presenters, Dani, the lethargic lass. And this is my partner in crime, my wee bairn.
Artemis, am I fatigued? Am I fading away? I don't remember what my title is today. I don't feel well.
And if you have never been here with us before, we are just a little chat show. We are here for your body doubling needs. We are here to be your audio ambiance, your background sound. We are here to keep you company while you are folding the laundry, loading the dishwasher, enjoying that cup of coffee now that you've sent the kids off to school, and trying to figure out why your ex, who said that you were not, who broke up with you because you were not pack material, invited you to his wedding.
The pettiness.
The pettiness.
The pettiness.
And that last bit was not from my real life. That was from my latest book that I am currently reading, Pack Plus One by Ella Beck, available on Kindle Unlimited.
Yes, Ronald, pack material. Not the ooh.
You know, I'm still on that Omega train. This is the most tame one that I could have done, because I didn't tell you about the last one.
Concern? Faux outrage?
Oh, so much faux outrage. And another male. This one at least has a woman in it.
Okay, so big crochet news from his small business. Yes, Ronald, tell us, because we'll be getting into the crafty stuff shortly. My dog.
He wants to hear our life updates, so give us some life updates.
So one, my dog has an ear infection. She has had ear infections before, so I recognize it immediately. But the issue with this is before I was able to recognize it pretty quickly, and then we could get her to the vet. Because I've been working these 12-hour shifts at Men's Warehouse, I have been away from her a lot more. And so she, like, whenever both of us go to work, she gets put into the like master bedroom ensuite bathroom in case she like pees on the floor or something. And so in that time when she is by herself, she also has separation anxiety. And so she is getting stressed out and is scratching at her ear. So when I came home yesterday, last night, she just like blood. Her ear was just very bloody. Yes. It's like, it's all superficial stuff, because there's like a lot of veins that run through, especially a dog's ear. There's a lot of veins. So, and it's also anything near your head is also going to bleed like a lot more than like wounds in other places. So but it was just like a jarring sight and very frustrating. And we can't like leave without doing something. So we have to take her. I just had called the vet like while you guys started the stream. She's a mutt. She's a rescue. She is a Beagle Pit mix. Yeah, she is.
Did you say an evil pit mix?
A Beagle Pit mix is what we think that she is. We've never had.
It sounds like you said evil.
I mean, a little. She's reactive, which I had to tell the vet that. I was like, hey, she's reactive. We might have to muzzle this bitch, just so you know. So that's what I was doing while you guys were streaming. Was I was on the phone with the vet trying to get like price quotes to figure out if we're going to be able to do this, which is just going to be more money out of my pocket before I can go on my vacation. Yeah, she's got the floppy ears. She's got the big. I probably have a picture of her somewhere on the computer, so I can show a picture of her. But yeah, so we're going to have to take her to the vet Friday morning to try to get the antibiotics. So I was doing that. Also, I have a headache.
Who's supposed to be watching the dog while we're gone?
Junie is going to watch them for most of the week, but she's got to leave for the last 2 days because she's taking her own trip to go see family. And so for those last 2 days, my friend Michelle from the farmers market, the actual market manager that I am assistanting under, she is going to watch them for those last 2 days. Well, Junie is going to come to our house and stay in our house. Michelle is just going to visit the house a few times a day to walk the dogs. Yes. But I didn't have pictures of her on the computer, but Google Photos lets me search. Let's see if I can share the screen. Also, I had to mute the offstage feeds because you still have the crossword puzzle up and people were solving crosswords, and I was like, I don't need to hear this dinging in the background.
Okay.
Oh, you're all good. I just muted it. That's my dog. I like to take a lot of pictures of right up on her nose because she's got because she looks like this. But that's my dog.
Because you are weird.
Yeah, I take a lot of dumb pictures of her, out here looking like a demon. or this one, mid-pull. Yeah, so we are taking her to the vet, but because we just haven't had the money, we haven't been able to keep up with her rabies shot either, so she's gonna have to have the rabies shot automatically. Just walking in the door, she is going to have a rabies shot. So, yeah, so more money, but we're just gonna do our best because I am, let's see, pivoting the conversation, life updates. I quit my fucking job. I quit at Men's Warehouse.
Oh no! When did you quit?
Oh no! I put in my notice last Thursday.
So when's your last day?
Technically yesterday, but they asked, since I put in my notice on Thursday and I said I was doing a 1 week notice, they asked if I could work close a few hours today. So I'm going to be there for the last 3 hours today closing, which I was going to back out of.
So you got to do what you call it, and then
market and then straight to Men's Warehouse. But I'm not putting on any nice clothes. I'm gonna show up in exactly what I'm wearing to market. I'm not and I'm not helping customers. I am just gonna be straightening stuff up because the store is a mess, and so I'll be organizing shirts and stuff with my headphones on. I'm not helping customers. But yeah, I was gonna back out of coming in today, but the tailor, the Ukrainian lady tailor, wanted to see me again because she didn't get to see me before I announced the thing. So I will be coming in today just to say bye to her and to fold some shirts and stuff. But yeah, so technically yesterday was my last day, but I'm gonna work a few hours today. Yes.
My computer has started making that noise again. Warning.
Yeah, you again look like you're being filmed on a phone in 2004.
So if I disappear,
we'll wait for you to come back.
You can wait for me to come back, or you know how to say bye to the people. One of the two.
I'll wait for you to come back. We're going to keep this stream trucking along until 12:30? 12? What is our out? I don't know.
12:30.
Okay, 12:30. My head hurts. So I quit at Men's Warehouse. I feel like there were other life update things that I was going to say, and I don't remember. Oh, I had another
celeb at work.
Oh, yes. That is a very silly one. While I'm pulling that up, I took a picture so that you guys can see. While I'm pulling that up, I had another melatonin nightmare.
No.
So stressful. I had a nightmare that I was at. I had a nightmare that I was at work at Men's Warehouse, and someone came in, and it was an old lady with a baby. And I was like, oh, look at the baby. Because I do that every time somebody comes in with a baby. I'm like, oh, look at the baby. And so she comes in and she's like, here, hold her. And I'm like, what? So this is this baby's grandmother is handing me the baby. And I'm like, no, I don't want it. And she's like,
you're handing a stranger a baby?
Yes, and she
Are you
like
handing a
tossed.
stranger your baby?
I don't know. Ask the melatonin nightmares. So she forces
Oh,
this
this
baby
was
in my
your
hand,
nightmare. I
and then
thought this was at your
yes,
job. I was like, why did
no,
somebody at work hand you a baby?
no. And so she like hands me this like baby who's like a tiny baby, looks like a preemie baby or so, like tiny baby. Hands me this baby, and I'm like, no, I don't want to hold it. But I like, obviously I'm prepping my hands because I'm not gonna let the baby fall. I'm like, no, I don't want to hold it. And then she's like, you're not holding it right. You have to support her head. And I'm like trying to support the baby's head, and the baby is like butter, is like slipping all over the place. And so I'm trying not to like drop this baby. It was a nightmare. It was awful. It was just that. And she's like, no, support her head. No, you're not holding her right. No, you got to twist her this way, twist her that way. And I'm like, bitch, why'd you hand me the baby? If I'm not holding her right, take her back. Ugh. Melatonin nightmares suck.
So what did you want to show us?
Oh, yes. The celebrity that I saw at work, at my job, is the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile.
Is that the closest you've ever been to the Wienermobile?
No, when I was like 6 or something, I like went up to the Wienermobile. So I remember, because there was only one other time that I've seen the Wienermobile, and I was like 6, and I got to like walk up to it, but I didn't get to like touch it or anything. That's the closest that I got that day, because I was on my 30-minute lunch break, and Chick-fil-A takes a good 10 minutes to get food done. So I took the picture from the car, but then what frustrates me even more? I took the picture, and then I remember that I was with Papa last time I saw the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile, and so I sent him the picture. I was like, look what I just saw at work today, and sent him this picture. And then he sent me a picture of him like posted up on the Wienermobile, posing, taking cute pictures, like leaning on the actual Wienermobile, and I'm like, you didn't have to one-up me.
Okay, I have never seen that. I have never seen the picture of him posing with the Wienermobile.
I have to pull it up.
This is not something that he told me about.
Me either, until I sent him the picture. Let's see. Let me go back. Where is Papa?
One thing about you have to know about my husband, people, is that, oh, look at him.
He's leaned all up on it. Just chillaxing with the Wienermobile.
Mm-hmm.
I just noticed the extra hot dog in the window. Our dog, look at the license plate. I didn't notice that either.
Oh, Lord.
But yeah,
my husband is a person who not necessarily in a bad way, but like when people talk about male audacity, my husband has a little pinch of that, because like he will say things, and he has like, it took me several, what is that? Oh, what flavor is that?
It's Sunkissed. It's lemon lime Sunkissed. It's very good. It's always sold out at the store. So if you get a chance to get it, I recommend it.
I'll have to keep that in mind. But he is always he is sure of things, even if he has no, what am I trying to say? No reference. Let me try to give an example.
Has no experience.
That not something that he's actually said, but something that he would probably say. Like he, I would look at a yarn and go, I wonder if that's worsted weight or DK weight. And he'd go, oh, that's DK weight. He doesn't knit, crochet, nothing. But just because, and
just like, I can tell.
Before, when we were first early together, we've been together almost 30 years. When we were first early together, he would say things with such surety.
We need to pause. We need to pause. Did you have me before or after you got married?
Oh no, are we doing this again?
Because you said we've been together almost 30 years. But the problem is actually that unless I was had out of wedlock.
No.
We were married
several years. We were married several years before I had you, man.
Okay, so how much is that several? Is that like 2 several? Is that like 3 several? Because then I can give you the exact math, actually. Because saying we've been together almost 30 years is wild considering my age.
I think it was 4 years, maybe.
Oh, wow. So that means not almost 30 years, but actually 36 years. Because I am 32.
No. Because you were born in 90.
I was born in 93.
93, and I was we got married in 89, so that's 4 years. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Yeah, it was 5 years ago, actually.
That's 4 years. So we were back 4 years before you were born.
4 years before I was born, and I am 32. So class, 32 plus 4 equals, say it in the chat. Yes, 36. Yes.
Stop it.
If you say a wild statement, I'm gonna call you out. If you say a wild statement that I personally can back up with facts, I'm gonna call you out.
Anyway, early in our marriage, my husband would say something, Ronald. My husband would say something with such surety that I would believe he had some sort of connection to the thing, or insight, or he'd done it before, or somebody had told him, or blah, blah, blah. And now I realize he's just saying it because that's what he thinks it is. And so now I will back up with, and how do you know this?
Show your work.
And then he'll say, well, I assume it because of blah, 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 blah.
Which sometimes assumptions, like sometimes you can make
assumptions. We've come far enough in our marriage that I can say, how do you know this? And he doesn't get pissed at me. Because at first I used to get pissed at him for acting like he knew it when he didn't know it. And now I just take it as that's just his way of saying, I guess. He just doesn't put I guess in front.
Yeah.
And he has stopped getting mad at me questioning how he knows it, and just gives me his answer of why he made that assumption.
Why this is
so I think we've come a long way in 30 plus
with
years.
His evidence.
What'd you say?
I said, why this is the conclusion he came to with his evidence.
Yes, I need receipts, as the kids say. Or as the not so kids say, because I think I need receipts as your age group, and you're not a kid anymore.
Nope.
Okay, so any other life updates?
What else do we have on the list?
Other than that, the vacation countdown. Are we prepared?
Not even a little. I have not packed.
I'm a little prepared. I find that I stressed about it over the weekend because I was off on Monday because, not that we have any non-Americans watching us, but just in case, Monday was Labor Day for us. Yep. And especially in my work that I do, I normally have to call a bunch of people, and the people that I have to call were all closed on Monday because they are regular office people. So there was no need in me working on Monday, so I took Monday off. So trust me, even though I work from home, I take all the federal holidays off. I can't say that my coworkers do, but I do.
Mm.
So, I don't get paid for it, but I take all the federal holidays.
But you get your holiday.
I am. Retirement is at least 10 years away, and I am holding on for dear life going, you gotta make it. You gotta make it. Anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I stressed about vacation. Finally, I did my laundry. I finally was like, you know what? once we get, I just had to remind myself. Some years I'm fine. I'm like, oh yeah, I know what I'm gonna put in the bag, blah 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 blah. And then other years I'm like, and this is one of those years where I'm just stressed.
Mm-hmm.
And I keep telling myself there's no need to be stressed. We've done this trip. We do the same trip every year. It would have made more sense for me to be stressed the year we went to Puerto Rico, because that was a whole new experience, staying in the Airbnb and what are we going to do while we're in Puerto Rico and stuff like that, because we don't normally take a land-based vacation.
Mm-hmm.
Our vacations are always on a ship. So, land-based vacation, we got to worry about accommodations, where are we going to go eat, are we going to have enough money, blah, 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 blah.
Which that trip went surprisingly smooth, considering
it did.
It
Other than the restaurants were not very good, but we picked the if we were, I think if we weren't on such a budget, we probably could have went to a good restaurant. We just picked, we were trying to pick things that weren't real expensive, and the food was not good. But yeah, I just decided on Monday, you know what? I'm just going to throw some stuff in the bag.
That's what I'm going to do.
So if you see me wearing the same thing twice, no, you didn't. And I just keep reminding myself the main important thing, because it's a big thing for your father to want to take the family picture on the vacation.
Yes.
And I finished my shrug, and I tried it on. It fits nice. And that's another thing, Ari.
Except we're gonna be fine.
It's gonna be fine, except your father keeps turning to me, going, what time are y'all leaving on Saturday? We need to, coordinate when you're leaving. And I'm thinking, why do we need to coordinate? You're getting on a plane.
Yeah, coordinate what?
We're not driving you to the airport. So
we're gonna leave, and then he's gonna leave several hours later.
Exactly. But I think he's stressed because he doesn't know if when he gets down there, they're going to let him take both rooms if he gets down there before us.
Oh, in the hotel?
Yeah.
If we pay for him.
He's afraid that they're going to want, since we're staying in the one room, he can show his ID and everything for the one room, but none of the people who are staying in the second room will be there yet. Oh. And he's thinking they won't let him check into both rooms.
Well, when is he planning on getting there so that we can...
I don't know, but if we're leaving, because he asked me what time we're leaving, I said we're aiming to leave at 10 a.m. And he's counting up. He said that means y'all won't be there till 10 p.m. And I'm going to be there a couple hours before that, so they may not let me check into both rooms. And I'm thinking to myself, but we reserved the rooms, so the room will still be there.
We reserved as long as we get there before money.
As long as we get there before midnight, we'll be good. But he's stressing about that. Also, I am slightly not really stressed. It's just I have never ridden in a car. Well, I can count on one hand riding in a car driven by my children. That still feels weird.
And also one of those times I definitely backed into somebody else's car.
It's weird having children drive me around. That's just weird.
Okay, the thing is though, I was like, the thing is though, all of the children that are going to be in this van with you are not children.
Exactly.
That's what I tell people That's what I tell people all the time is I'll tell them like, oh yeah, we're going on a cruise. And they're like, what cruise line are you going on? I'm like, we're going on Carnival, but soon we're going to switch over to like Royal Caribbean and Virgin because we did Carnival because they have like fun stuff for kids. But I was one of the kids. There are no kids anymore. Because all the kids are my age.
Yep. So I threw some stuff in the bag. So like I said, I finished this is easing into our yarny crafty thoughts. I finished my shrug, my white shrug, and I have my white hairpin lace um,
Scarf.
head
Head wrap.
scarf, and I wore that. I did a test run of the head scarf with my gray hair pieces,
Mm-hmm.
and so I that turned out nicely. I can't remember if we talked about being at Terry's house, but Terry said that the hair pieces age me. She saw me and she did not comment, and I finally said, "You didn't comment on my new hair," and she was like, "Well, I was trying not to say anything because all that gray hair ages you," and I'm like. And then we pull up to the restaurant because Barry and Kim were at the restaurant. We pull up at the restaurant and they were like, I like your new, they immediately were like, I like your new hair. It brightens your face up.
So
And
who's
Terry's
telling
like,
the truth?
Terry's like, she's like, I like the style, but the gray hair, we're too young for gray hair. I'm like, Terry, do you not see
All the gray that's already
that
there?
I have gray in the front of my head?
Because I also thought that until you actually put the piece on and I saw it on your head and I was like, oh, wait.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, my hair is not as gray as the piece, but there is a lot. Well, you can't see it in this light, but there is, especially over the last 6
filming
months.
in 2004.
Oh, hun. So I am a little disappointed because I had a couple things. Let me switch over to Yarn and Crafty Thoughts. I am a little disappointed because I had a couple things that I wanted to. The main thing was to finish the white shrug. And I keep reminding myself, that's the main thing. Finish the white shrug. Okay.
Which you did.
Which I did. Okay. And I'm also a little stressed because we have bills that are coming due like right at the end of our trip.
Oh.
So I need to talk to your father today about if his check is comes in the next couple of days, then we can pay all that stuff before we go, and then I'll have to worry about it. I mean, it's not the biggest deal. It's not anything that's going to be turned off, but it's like I've done so well for the past several years after the early years when we paid everything at the last minute or a month behind. We've really worked hard to get everything to where we're paying it on time.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want, and in the intervening years that we've been working on this, these companies have really, racked up
down.
if you are late. The late fees. If you are late, our water bill is only about $50. If you are late on the water bill, they add a $30 fee.
Your water bill is $50 a month?
Yeah.
What are we doing? Because I feel like our water bill is
you're living in a bigger city than we are. That's what you're doing.
Oh.
Because I've heard people in other places like Boston and stuff like that talk about how their water bill is in the hundreds, and I'm like, no.
Why would it be more expensive? Why would it be more expensive in the city? The water, you're already pumping the water there.
Because they can get away with it. It has nothing to do with pumping. It is because they can get away with it because you're in a bigger city.
But you're already pumping it in for everything else. It shouldn't be expensive. How much is our water bill?
Robin's
150.
Did you hear him?
No.
It's been 100 to 150 a month. I'm paying double the amount that you have in water. Thank you.
Lord.
I got room service. There's cheese powder on my fries, and I have donuts.
Oh, lucky you. Robin said hers is in the hundreds. There used to be a small town. Ronald's is 147. Good God. They're a growing city. Lord. But that's neither here nor there. I got my shrug done. I really wanted to get my red shrug done. And my you should wait for it to calm down.
I should have.
And
It's hot.
and my sun hat. And I started working on my sun hat. I was really on the way to having that sun hat done today. I was going to be able to wear it today on screen, but I was looking at. I started with one pattern, and it was a video tutorial, and her video was like, the count was off. What she's saying that you should do was not right. I don't know how to explain it, but what she was doing in the video and what she was saying you should do did not match up.
Ooh,
and I was confused. So I said, okay. And then I found another video tutorial that had a similar, it was similar hat. And so I said, well, I'll switch to this lady's tutorial, because at least what she's saying is lining up with her, what her hands are doing. But then I got halfway through the hat, and then I was following what she was saying, but it wasn't looking like the picture.
Oh.
And so I ended up having to rip back, because I was like 2/3 of the way done at that point. And so I ended up ripping it back last night, because I kept saying, trust the process, trust the process, trust the process. And then I was like, you know what? A lot of times when I do that, I get to the end and I hate it, and I'm really not liking this. And I already am at the point where I feel like the hat might be a little bit too big. I did the measurement. I measured my head. Okay. This covers, I'm jumping around because this covers a lot of stuff that's on my list. What?
My hats don't fit anymore now that I'm bald, and I'm so mad. You know that cute black hat? You know the cute black hat that I wear that's the big wide brim?
Yeah.
I put it on and it's like rattling around, slipping around.
Yeah.
Like
because you have no hair to hold it in place.
I didn't realize how much my hair was holding the hats into place. Bald people wear hats. I didn't realize how much. I didn't realize that I was planning so much for the hair when I was buying / making hats. Also, another thing, I have my little, this is the last thing, and then you can continue. You know the hat that I made that was, the brim was black, and then it's Red Heart Super Saver retro stripe, and I spelled out Faye, F-A-E, in it, and that hat is so comfortable even without my hair, but it's a bun hat, so there's a hole that goes right to my scalp, right there in the middle. So I made it a bun hat so I could like have my little puff sticking out, and now it's just like a hole to my scalp. I want to wear it, but I don't want to look dumb. Continue.
Well, maybe you could wear it with one of your wigs.
Maybe, but then I gotta pull that wig up into a ponytail, and I don't know about all that. Yay!
Oh my goodness!
Congratulations, Ronald!
Oh my goodness, Ronald!
Sold his star blanket for $120. It sold on sale for $120. How much were you charging for it full price? But congratulations.
Yes.
I have yet to sell anything other than a baby blanket. I have not sold any adult human size blankets.
Good for you that you got somebody to buy that. I mean, it looked great. Don't get me wrong, but people always say that it's hard to get what a blanket is actually worth with all the yarn and the work you put into it.
Yeah, because remembering the size of that blanket, it definitely is worth more. He said full price was $150. It's definitely worth more than $150.
But then again, I know when the arm knitting was a brief phase and you could buy those huge blankets. You know, Smosh has one on their set.
Yep.
These huge blankets where the stitches are, you know, could fit around my shoulder.
Yep. It's super chunky.
Yeah, those super beyond chunky blankets, and you see those, and I would see those in the stores for $200.
Mm-hmm.
So I think there is a person who's willing to pay for that kind of thing.
But even
in a blanket, at least.
But even $200 for the super chunky blankets, because that chunky like roving yarn is expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Like $200 probably covered the cost of materials alone.
Yeah. I mean, those were in like regular stores for that much, is what I'm saying. So
yeah,
there are people who will go to a regular store and buy that kind of stuff. But congrats on them. Golf clap. Anyway, I'll show you. This is the hat. I actually have a hat like this on my I can't make it any bigger. Here we go.
Let's see. Ooh, cute.
I have a hat similar to that on my wish list. On my wish list on Amazon, a store-bought hat in straw. It's been on my wish list for past three Christmases. Nobody's bought it for me. And then I had a paid pattern similar to that on my Ravelry wish list. But so I found a tutorial, and I had to have the transcript on for both of these tutorials because both of these people, English is not their first language. They're two different nationalities. Neither one of them English is their first language. And so they were difficult to kind of understand to begin with. And so the one I couldn't follow then because it was confusing between what she was saying and what she was doing with her hands were not the same thing. So then I switched to a different one, and because I switched to the second one because they both had like the same starting. Yes, ma'am.
Was this a situation of they're saying stuff in UK terms and you're thinking in US terms, or this is a like she's saying doing double crochet but she's doing something completely different?
No, she's saying do 5 and she's doing 2.
Oh.
I mean, the count was off of what she was doing.
Okay.
And so, but I mean, did you hear that?
I always know the sound of a hook hitting the floor.
I found my 5mm hook.
Ooh.
Okay. So, but anyway, so I switched to I did the we're gonna call them the Asian and the Russian.
Okay.
I know that's minute, but that's so. Oh, how about A and B?
Okay.
Because I don't want to be rude. So this is pattern A. I followed that. At first, I thought it was just a video tutorial. It wasn't working. I went to the other tutorial. She starts out the same way. So I thought, okay, I don't have to rip it back totally. I'll just continue on using her pattern because it seems like it's very similar. But then I get down to the bow part and I'm doing the bow. I'm like a third of the way through the bow and it's like, this does not look right. The bow was turning out like way really big long compared to the hat. And I didn't see how this was going to fold up and turn into a bow. So then I ripped back. And that's when I found that hat A, that tutorial A, also had a written pattern.
Okay.
And I went to her written pattern, and where her video was all kinds of crazy, she just got lost somewhere there in the middle. Because then when you get back down to the bow, she's back on track again, where her words and her hands are doing the same thing.
Mm.
but also there's a written pattern. So on her, and not a bunch of ads jumping out at you or anything. It's just a written pattern on her site.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm following right now. But that means I could not have it done today to wear.
Yeah.
But I measured my head and did the divide by 3 by 14, and that's one of my other notes on here. Can you have a plus sized head?
Yes.
Because because when you look at these hat patterns, what they call a large is still like a 22 inch. You measure your head 20. It's like 22 inches, and they're calling that a large. My head with my hair, when I measured it the first time, it's like 24 and a half. With my, with my hair in this style, because this is the style that I will normally wear if I'm wearing a hat, because I don't look great with hats to begin with, but this style at least looks okay with a hat.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the style I would wear with a hat. So I measured my head with this style. And last time I measured it, it was 25, but this time I measured it today and I got 24 and a half.
And you're measuring in the right place?
Yeah, I'm measuring like they showing the thing. I measure around like that. And
so what I'm seeing,
so I did my divide by 3. Yeah.
What I'm seeing when you do the measuring, because like, are you supposed to go directly across? Because when you did your fingers just now, you went like this, which will.
I know, because that's what they did. That's what they did.
Okay.
That's what they did when I watched the video. That's how they measured it.
Okay.
If I do directly across like this, I get 25. If I do this, I get 24 and a half.
Okay.
Either way, I got a big ass head. And so I don't understand.
Some people just got a large noggin. You might just have to. Well, also, it's crochet. It's gonna stretch.
So I did my measurements. So then you do the divide by 3.14, and I got like 7.8. So I rounded up to 8. I probably should have rounded down to 7, because this hat feels like it is big. And I asked Chloe and your father, and they both said no, it doesn't look big, but it's like, it doesn't feel. It feels like I don't want the hat to be too tight. Like the sun hat your father bought me was tight, almost to the point of being uncomfortable to wear. But I feel like I should feel the hat on my head. This doesn't feel. This is what I've got so far.
Put it on.
And this is the part where you're working with the bow. You're supposed to like. It's supposed to do this. I can't do it with one hand, but it's supposed to do this, and then you put a. There's going to be more rows on this to make this bigger, and then you make a little thing.
Yeah.
You make a little rectangle and wrap it around the center part. Okay, so I'm still working on it because I want this brim part to like come out more, so that I can, because it's supposed to be a sun hat.
Yeah.
So I want it to like shield my eyes a little bit. But it's like
it doesn't look too big.
See, you say it doesn't look too big either.
Because it doesn't.
I can barely feel it on my head though.
Do you want to, add some weight to it? Tape some beans to the top? Like, do you want it to be heavy?
It just feels like it should be more, like when you put on especially, it feels like it should be more fitted, especially when you put on like a knit or crochet hat. You're used to feeling the stretch a little bit as you put it on your head, and I'm not feeling any stretch. This, I'm just sitting straight on my head. But at least it won't be uncomfortable.
Yeah. At least it's not too tight.
Like my last sun hat. So, and my hair must have puffed up while I was sleeping, because it feels a little more secure than when I first put it on. Although, no, I take it back. This is the first time I tried it on since I ripped it back.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think maybe I did not add as many stitches as I did with pattern B.
The other time. Yeah.
That's what it was. Because pattern B had me doing a lot more increases. It was like, by this point I was doing like 11 stitches increase, 11 stitches increase.
Mm-hmm.
So, and this on this part with pattern A, I'm doing 21 stitches increase. So I'm not
That's
doing
like
as many increases. I'm not doing as many increases. So maybe that's why it feels a little more secure.
Because it looks good from my perspective.
So hopefully I will get it. I'm happy with it. I wish this yarn had come in a different color, because
that's that weird dusty blue. That's that weird dusty blue that I keep picking up at Walmart and everywhere else, and I keep bringing it home, and I'm like, I think it looks good.
They were sold out of sold out of every other color, so that was it. Mm-hmm. So I also am working on a shrug. For the red shrug. For the red shrug, I decided I wanted to do not the style where it's like a cut-off t-shirt, like my white one. I want to do the one where it's purely sleeves, and so it just like stops here and this is open. Mm-hmm. So it's just sleeves. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Okay, so that's what I'm doing with this one. Although I'm not very far, but I went ahead once I started it and figured out what the pattern was. I pretty much have the pattern memorized, which, for me is rare. So I will probably this will probably be my project to work on in the van, provided I don't get sick. Mm. But this is what the stitch pattern looks like. I'm gonna be
driving like this.
I really like it. If I can, this is the stitch pattern. It's treble crochets and double crochets.
It looks cute.
So I like the look of that across my arms. Mm-hmm. So that's all I've been working on, and in an abundance of thinking I'm going to get more done than I am going to get more done, I'm still going to take this yarn. I'm still going to take this yarn with me, because I am taking my gray sleeveless dress. Mm-hmm. And so I'm going to work on a headscarf out of this. And if I can wear it, I can wear it. If I can't, I can't. I am going to take the cream colored, the cream colored top thing I made that one year over the white dress. It's roughly that color. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to wear it because there's gray and there's my dress is that color. Mm-hmm. And I have a cover up that's that color, so I'm going to wear them together
and then wear it with that
and then make this. But I may or may not get it done, but I'm still taking the dress just in case.
I did possibly the silliest crochet thing that I've done in a while. I changed projects, and we've got like 4 days before we've got to be there before we're leaving.
You're gonna have nothing to wear for the picture, is what you're saying.
I'm not making something to wear in the fancy picture, because I have just decided that is not in the cards for me. As it was, the cardigan that I was making was like black but with rainbow speckles, so I don't even know if I could get away with wearing it in the picture. Anyway, so I have pivoted. I should have been pulling this up all along, but I have pivoted. Vamp with the people for a moment.
Vamp with the people.
Vamp with the people for a moment.
Okay, while she's pulling that up, I watched a TikTok about this crazy horror movie, and I didn't see the movie at all. All I saw was the reactions of the person and the comments she was making, and the TikTok was so funny to me. I have no desire to watch this movie. I mean, her reactions almost made me want to watch the movie, but then I looked the movie up and saw it is horror, and I'm like, nope. There we go. Nope. But I thought maybe Maya would want to watch it. It's called The Love Witch. And
What is
it
this?
looked crazy to me. It looked crazy to me. But
It's
I
a
think
horror
it's on
movie?
Peacock. It said horror, and I think it's, you know, those movies where they're like horror / something else.
Mm-hmm. Is it a horror comedy?
And I forget what the slash was, but it definitely said horror. Let's see. The Love Witch. A modern day witch uses spells and magic to get men to fall in love with her with deadly consequences.
Ooh.
And
That sounds like something I'd watch.
It's on Peacock. So you have access to it. It's on Peacock. It's on Pluto TV, which is free. It's on Plex. So yeah, there's several places it's on. So you've got access.
So here is what I'm making instead. I'm making this as a swimsuit cover up. It's called.
Okay, I need to make the screen bigger so I can see what we're looking at here.
You go right ahead. It's called the Sea Glass Summer Cardi, and it is.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, it's just a mesh little doodad.
Yeah,
So,
that's cute.
She made hers in fingering weight. Truly,
The hell you say?
I know. So I'm making mine in worsted. And it's working up very quickly since I'm making it worsted. But like I looked at the finished project pictures, like this is super cute. I just wanted like a little. I recently watched a comedian. She's like this old lady comedian. And that's like part of her comedy is that she's old. But she was wearing this big like billowy like vest, essentially. That like it was like if a duster was a vest. And I was like, I want that. So this is going to be me getting close to that. So I have started it. Let's pull this back out. Get out of here. I've started it. I've only gotten a few hours worth of work into it. And I don't have money to buy new yarn. So I'm using the yarn that I have and hoping that I'm not going to play yarn chicken. Because considering, okay, let's discuss this right now in case I need to rip this out and do something completely different.
Okay.
So she says that she needed about 1,200 yards in fingering weight. Could I assume that I would also need 1,200 yards or less in worsted weight because it's bigger?
Yeah, less.
Okay, perfect. Then I'm Gucci. This is what I'm making. So I'm still making it following the exact stitch count that she's doing. So it can be very like billowy. Like, like extra fabric and stuff. So this is what I got so far.
Lovely.
I knocked out like 3 rows while we've been sitting here talking.
See, I'm attracted to those kind of patterns.
It's very similar to the one that you're making of like a line of double crochet.
They're easy to do.
Yes.
I'm attracted to those kind of patterns because they're easy to do, but I'm trying to pull myself away because I know that my goal is to have more structured. Oh, adorable! Looks like a babushka. My goal is to have more structured clothing. So even though I'm attracted to making those kind of things, I have to make myself stay away.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, also this is a bit, I don't know what the word for it would be, but because people know, we've had this kind of a similar discussion before, because people know that we crochet and that we knit, whenever I wear something that looks like that, I want it to look like I put in the work.
Yes.
I mean, maybe to them, just the fact that I made it is already work. But like you and I both know that like that thing that you're making right now is basically a glorified blanket with a slit.
It is.
It's not.
That's why I chose it.
You know, it's just, and I mean, but I'm not hating on it. I'm not saying that as a bad thing, because I am attracted to those kind of patterns too. Trying to make the cover up for this year's picture, I looked at so many tops that were like, because I don't want to sew, so I was looking for seamless things, and I saw so many tops that were basically the same as the one that I made 2 years ago, which is basically just a rectangle, and then with a hole for my head, and you sew it up a little bit on the sides. I wanted something that was a little bit more than that, or at least looked like it was more than that.
Yeah.
So it looked like I put in some work. That's why, like this one, I'm doing, the single crochets and the double crochets and treble crochets, because I feel like this looks more. I looked at so many that were just mesh, and just mesh meaning is just this part down here over and over.
Yeah,
and
without
over
the solid line.
Without the solid line in the middle. And I wanted something that was a little bit different, so it looked like I put in a little bit of work.
I feel you. I just kind of fell out of love with that cardigan because I was like, I need to get it done. I need to get it done. I need to get it done. And I was like, and I still have to I made one hexagon. I'm not sure if that one is big enough. And I started the second hexagon, and I'm gonna have to compare the sizes and see if I need to add, I looked into the future and saw a lot of extra work for myself. And I was like, I had to pay $1,200 to repair my car. I just quit my job. I have to take my dog to the vet. I all this stuff. And I'm like, I don't need to put this upon myself, actually.
Yeah.
Let me just do something else. I can finish the cardigan another time. Let me just do something else.
Exactly. That's why I pivoted early. Because, I was looking at that red and black dress when we were going with red and black at first. And I'm glad I pivoted more reason than one, because, we ended up going back to black and white. But also, I just didn't want to put that much work on myself.
Yeah.
I wanted to give myself a chance to finish. And as it is, I'm still doing it again because I've got this hat and this shrug that I'm trying to make.
But
my main thing is done.
Yes. You met the brief by finishing the white shrug. So everything else is extra. My
main thing is done. So let's talk about a little bit of Yarnspirations news.
Yes.
Oh,
actually,
but before we get to the Yarnspirations news, because this is kind of adjacent to what I was saying about the hat pattern, is that practically, I don't know if it has something to do with what my taste is in patterns or whatever, but practically all the tutorials I run into on YouTube are what?
I have to potty.
What? Okay, go.
Okay.
Go.
I'll be right back.
Go. Well, while she's going, I will talk about the movie that we watched last night. We watched a movie called Let's Rock. It is free on YouTube, no ads. 1957. It's basically a movie, black and white. It's basically an excuse to have a bunch of people sing, because it starts out with Paul Anka doing a number. It's got Della Reese. It's got Dani and the Juniors. It's got there's a couple recognizable songs in there, and then most of the songs I didn't know, but it was cute. It was because yesterday was my day to watch movies with my daughter. I'm gonna miss that when she moves in with Maya, but and so it was my turn to pick. So we watched this. It was a silly movie of this guy who is almost a Frank Sinatra type, and he does all these ballads, and he lives in a penthouse, he's made a bunch of money, blah blah blah, but now his ballads aren't selling because it's 1957 and rock and roll is in, and his manager is trying to tell him, you need to pivot, you need to put out a rock and roll record because your records are not charting, you're not hitting disc of the week, blah blah blah. He's like, I don't want to do rock and roll, I don't want to do rock and roll. And then he meets this woman who is also a songwriter, and basically they go all over town, and you hear a bunch of different singers sing. It's a cute thing to have in the background if you need something to watch just to keep yourself busy. It's just a cute thing to have in the background. I would recommend it if you like 1950s music, because there's a little bit of like standards, ballads in there. There's a little bit of rock and roll in there. There's a little bit of I'm trying to pull it up so you can see, because there's a chick on the thumbnail who has crazy eyes, and she only features like for like 5 minutes in the movie. And this is a short by movie standards. It's like an hour and 20 minutes. So it's short by modern movie standards. But she has got the crazy eyes. Let me show you.
What am I walking into?
Okay. We're showing the crazy eyes.
The crazy
I don't know if I
what?
I'm trying to see. There she is, where she says free movie.
Yeah.
Look at the crazy eyes.
Why? What is going on in that movie that she's looking like that?
You would think something totally different is going on in that movie if you look at her, but it's not. I don't know, because I see, if I open this up, I don't think it'll be on the thumbnail, so I'm not going to open it up. But because I wanted to make it bigger, but yeah, she's got the crazy eyes. She's in this scene. She is looking at this famous guy and trying to plot, trying to get him to light her cigarette or whatever.
Okay. And that's the face that she chose to make while doing it.
Like I said, she's not in this movie but 5 minutes.
Why is she the thumbnail?
She doesn't even have a name in this movie. She's not a main character at all.
But why is she the thumbnail?
But she's like, sorry, hot.
No, you're good. I'm trying to open this clamshell container.
But like I said, it's a fun movie if you want to have something in the background, a little bit of music going. It's kind of predictable where it's going to go, but the music is fun if you like 1950s music. The music is fun, which I like 1950s music, so it's fun. Okay, but what I was saying is that most of the tutorials on YouTube, when I am looking for a tutorial, I first of all, I try to find Black creators, right? And without fail, whenever I find a Black creator who is doing a crochet or knit tutorial, she's got an accent. Jamaican,
like Jamaican or African.
Something where I can, almost barely understand her. And they're not using any of the yarn that we know, because they're not in America, and that's more of an issue than the accent is that they're usually not using a yarn that we
Yeah, so you're
know.
like,
So I
what
have to
size
kind
is
of,
this? What is the makeup of
and the
this?
size, and even the size that they're giving you is not
Mm-hmm.
in the terminology that you know. So you kind of have to guess. Um, but most of the stuff is made to measure anyway. So they're more so saying, get this panel to this many inches. So you could kind of use whatever yarn you want to use.
Mm-hmm.
But it's either that or or they're totally not speaking English at all. I found another hat that I really want to make. Whole tutorials in Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
So either they're speaking English with a heavy accent, or the whole tutorial is Spanish. And I don't know if it's just because my taste, the patterns that I'm attracted to tend to be people who are not American.
I
Which
get
again,
that a
there's
lot.
nothing wrong with that. It's just that,
It's frustrating because that's the only language you know. Yeah.
yeah.
I get that a lot because I'll look on Instagram and look at the free Instagram patterns a lot because a lot of people will post a free Instagram pattern that's like a no-sew this and amigurumi and here's how you make this happen, blah blah. And I will come across a lot of Spanish posts. A lot of Spanish posts, and I save them anyway because I'm like, maybe I can like Google translate image search and figure this out. And I'm like, I don't know.
Well, this last one gave me hope because, like, in the past, I've run across Spanish patterns and it's like, I have no idea. And this one, I was just on the edge of understanding what she was saying.
Ooh.
Like, just on the edge. I still really needed to use the transcript or the the English subtitles, but I was really close to almost
That
understanding.
Duolingo coming in clutch.
Oh, I've stopped my Duolingo streak, by the way.
Me too. My Duolingo is so mad at me. Let me see if I can. What picture does he have right now?
I was up to about
55 days.
I was over
by you.
55 days. Oh, I don't even get the ghosted thing. But probably because I don't have the widget on my phone anymore. So maybe that's why I don't get the ghosted thing. But for a while he was giving me an angry face, and now he's just like,
oh well,
whatever. You're clearly, I'm at that point where it goes, you're clearly not paying attention to my notifications, so I'm gonna stop sending them for now.
Ronald on a 1,087 day streak.
Yeah, I know.
I don't think I've ever done anything more than eat and breathe that many days in a row.
Seriously. I mean, I may go back to it later, but I'm willing to admit that because it's gotten to the point where I'm not really learning anything. I'm getting to 11:55 at night, realizing I hadn't done my study and picking the quickest thing to go through so that it will count as keeping up my streak. Because like sometimes I have those things on there where you just have to match the words, and I'll do those right quick and be done. So, okay. So, Yarnspirations. I got a thing from Yarnspirations that there's not a lot of Yarnspirations news, so we can go through it quick. But I got a thing that was like cross stitch, and I'm like, since when does Yarnspirations do cross stitch? But
Stitchcraft
by Wonder Art, and these little project kits are clearly for like a little kid, or well, maybe not a little kid, but somebody who's like never done cross stitch before.
Yeah.
Exclusively at Walmart, sold in the store near you.
Ooh.
I mean, this is surely, even when I was learning how to do cross stitch, I would not have picked one of these up because the pictures to me are not attractive.
Yeah, I want I don't know, something else.
But also,
Ronald says, oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Ronald says, I was at Michael's 3 times this weekend. I was asking the lady about the anniversary cakes. She says they won't even hit the floor at his store. What?
Oh no.
So what? So
I
the
just
are
saw,
they?
I just saw a video about somebody trying to find the anniversary cakes, and the one store he went to close to him didn't have them, and he had to drive to a further store to get them.
So are the anniversary cakes? They make them every year? Because I thought the last time I heard
Yeah,
about anniversary cakes, I thought it was like, oh, it's the 10-year anniversary, so we're making a big cake. But they make them every year.
apparently.
Oh,
I thought that was it too. I thought it was a 10-year anniversary situation too,
then
but
if they make them every year, why don't they call them like the birthday cake or something? Like, why are you calling it the
really,
anniversary cake?
really. Also, All Day Cotton. I don't know if you use Karen All Day Cotton, but they've got some new prints
Ooh,
of
I've not
it.
tried it.
New colors. It's mercerized cotton, so it should feel a little bit nicer than using like Lily's.
Uh huh.
You don't want to use this kind of cotton for like a dishcloth because
Yeah.
it's mercerized, so it's got that like sheen on it, so it's softer than regular cotton.
Mm-hmm.
So it has almost that sheen, almost like Karen Simply Soft kind of sheen.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I might keep an eye on this for, because I told you I want to do, and I think the mercerized cotton is, I think this All Day Cotton is a 3. I think, I'm not sure,
Ooh.
but I said I want to do, um,
You
I
want
want
to
to do
do?
more DK type stuff.
Me too. I feel like the working on the cardigan when I was working on it kind of put a bad taste in my mouth. But I do
Hmm.
want to try some other DK stuff.
Also, I noticed when I was going on your inspirations the other day that did you take it out? You took it out. Rude.
What are you? Who are you yelling at?
Did you you
I did. I didn't. I just removed it from the scene because there was nothing there.
I was switching.
Okay, well, when you're switching, we don't have it up. While you're pulling your thing up with your thinking face, Ronald says they had the slice of cakes, but those are the small ones. And the website, let's see, swap that. And the website is already fully sold out. I added some to my cart yesterday, and by the time I went to check out, they were all completely sold out. The girlies be waiting for the anniversary cakes, I guess.
Yeah, they're supposedly a big deal.
Because
I mean,
those
I
are the
guess
ones
if you're
that are
making
like the
something,
huge ones, right?
yeah, it's like a $40 cake of yarn, and so it's like the equivalent of like 4 or 5 of the regular cakes.
Okay.
So it's, if you're wanting to make a blanket all in one color, then I guess that's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I noticed when I was on your inspirations, number one, they've got patterns for Labubu accessories.
I don't. Wayne was when we were taking our trip to go visit our friends for their birthday, we stopped at a gas station to get some drinks and stuff, and Wayne saw they were selling, like, it was like a big like convenience store kind of gas station. So Wayne saw that they were selling Labubus there, and he came out and he's like, I saw some, like, they were like knockoff Labubus or something. He's like, I saw some like knockoff
Um,
Labubus or something in there, and he's like, I thought about getting you some, and I'm like, it's a good thing you didn't, because they are ugly. Like, I would cherish
but
anything that you get me with love, but they are ugly.
like I was telling your sister, they have grown on me. The first time I saw them, I was like, ugh. And now I look at them and like, okay, like looking at them on the Joanne site with the little crochet dress and stuff on it, or the little
Yeah.
hat on, I'm like, okay,
They're
it's
cute
not
in
terrible.
the like troll doll kind of way. The like troll doll fur
Yeah, they're
kind of
cute
way.
in the troll doll kind of way. But I just am not a big fan of anything of the crate for $30.
Mm-hmm.
Number one, for that little tiny thing is more than I would want to pay. And then add on that it's in a blind box, so you don't know what you're getting. No, thank you.
Exactly.
And your sister pointed out to me, all these things over time that have been sort of a blind box thing, like buying a pack of baseball cards and not
Hmm.
knowing which baseball card you were going to get in it, or
Yeah, I don't
different
like that
things like
either.
that. But again, those were like a baseball card, but baseball cards is $5, $3 to $5 when I was a kid, and at least you got a piece of gum. Or
Yeah.
like the machines when you leave the grocery store that have the little plastic
Oh, the
balls, and
gachapons.
they have the little things in them, and then, well, that's not what they were called when we were kids, but yeah, I know what
Yes.
you're talking about. And you put your, but that's again, when I was a kid, that was a quarter. You
Yes.
put a quarter in and you get your little ball. So if you
Yeah.
don't get the exact one you want, at least you got something, and you
There's a
only spent
difference
a
between
quarter.
spending $5 on something you don't know what it is and spending $40 on something you don't know what it is.
Exactly. Exactly. But also, I noticed on your inspirations that they have this Joann's shopper tab up here,
What is
and you go
that?
to and they could have done so much more with it. They've done almost nothing with it. But it says find your favorites. Looking for the perfect match to Big Twist yarns? We've made it easy to swap. Check out our curated list of yarns with similar stitch appeal. But it's not really a list. It's like, if you like Big Twist plush, there's Bernat blanket. If you like Big Twist value, there's Red Heart Super Saver. And then
Yeah.
if you like Big Twist favorite cotton, there's Lily Sugar and Cream. I feel like we would have figured those out.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then
Like, if you like cheap worsted weight, here's our cheap worsted weight. If you like blanket
and
yarn,
then
here's our blanket
and
yarn.
then it's just
Everyone,
reminding you, hey, you bought this stuff at Joann's, but we are the main source. So it's like, still miss those must-haves from Joann. Good news, they're not gone. They've always been here at Yarn Inspirations, just waiting to be rediscovered. Mainly reminding you, you could always buy it here.
bruh,
But
that feels
but
petty. That I don't
I think
like.
but I think that they're forgetting is that part of the reason people were buying it at Joann's is that, like, this Red Heart all-in-one granny is $9.99 at Joann's, but I mean $9.99 here, but I bet it was cheaper at Joann's.
It was because Joann's was always having sales, and also at Joann's you could
Exactly.
go in person and look at it, as opposed to looking at the perfectly curated picture that you would put on your website, the Yarn Inspirations.
Exactly. There's always coupons and such and thus. So there was that. Also, I did see, finally. Remember when the quilt motif yarn came out, and I was looking and nobody had videos up, because I thought surely, Yarn Inspirations has their influencers that they have contracts with. So I thought they would have got it early. You're making a face.
Because I
What's
forgot
the
my
matter?
laptop charger again.
Oh no. Well, I'll just keep talking. You get your
Yep.
laptop charger. I thought Yarn Inspirations, has their people that they've done deals with or whatever. So I thought they would have handed them the yarn early, kind of like when video game developers hand the game to all these different YouTubers early before it comes out so that they can do their little let's plays to get you all hyped up for it. I thought surely when I got that email about the quilt motif yarn that I would go on YouTube and see a bunch of people who had already tried it. Because by the time I found out about the Granny Square all-in-one, tons of people were already doing videos on it. So I guess I just found out about that late. Maybe I wasn't subscribed to the emails then or whatever, because now, anyway, I finally found somebody. Gilded Loop Crochet is the channel on YouTube, and I've never watched his channel before, but he was the one who came up as having videos about this yarn, and he bought several of the yarns. He didn't buy everyone, but he bought the ones that were colors that he liked, which makes perfect sense. And he did actual swatches. You saw the video. You saw the video. I told you we got the same algorithm. I knew as soon as I mentioned him, you were going to say you already saw it. I knew it. I knew it. But yeah, he did. For those who didn't watch the video or hadn't seen the video, he did a bunch of swatches of the yarn. So something is not lining up here.
Which yarn are we swatching? What's going on? Ronald's saying, why do we watch all the same videos?
Because we have the same algorithm. But yeah, so he did a bunch of swatches of the quilt motif yarn, and like I said, it is corner to corner, and
I love a corner to corner. I don't understand why you don't understand it.
I don't
understand.
I've tried it twice, and I managed to get a certain, like, maybe something about that size done. The little corner of a scarf. But it took me forever because I had to constantly look at the instructions, and it wasn't like I could like this. I can like look at it and read what they say, read your work and know where to put your next stitches. I could not get my brain to do that. That was corner to corner. So I constantly had to look
corner to corner on the boat.
I constantly had to look and sit and say, okay, this is what I have to do next. This is what I have to do next. I have to keep going back to the beginning of the instructions, because it would tell you, okay, do this, do this, do this. Now continue on in kind. And I'm like, no, ma'am, no continue on in kind.
Continue on in kind.
I do not understand
it's so
what this is. So I don't think I will be doing this yarn, although there were a couple colors that I liked, like Nostalgia, and when I saw him work them up, they looked very nice. There was one that was like a gray that had strands of like blue and pink in it, and I liked the way that looked. That would make a really nice blanket. I will never be making it. Because I cannot do corner to corner.
We are going to sit down on the boat. Everybody else is going to get off on an excursion, and you and I are going to find a comfy seat, and I'm going to be like, okay, this is corner to corner. We're going to break it down.
But I might buy one of those yarns in the colorway I like, just to see what it looks like if you just use it like a regular yarn.
Because I like the Granny Square all-in-one used as a regular yarn, because I used the green one that I got to make one of the witch hats, and it looked nice. It does like funky like splotches and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm tempted to do because Crochet Crowd had a hat, which I thought I saved, but I can't find it on my list. But they had a hat on their channel that was just either a knit hat or a crochet hat, that they were just showing what the yarn looked like if you just did the Granny Square all-in-one just as regular yarn, not paying attention to the Granny Square part of it. So there's that. No coloring pages, of course.
Yep.
Because we're done. I'm going to pull up the Discord and show quickly, because I know we're on our way out of here.
Yes.
Because it's 12:30. But I'm going to show quickly a couple things that when I was looking for hat patterns, I ran across other stuff. And when I was working on my hat, I was watching videos. So I had some things come up that just piqued my interest, and it's like, no, I can't look at you right now. So that's pretty much what this is. This is the no, I can't look at you right now.
I saw a couple of those you posted.
We will look at you after the first of the year. You said what?
I saw a couple of those that you posted in the Discord.
Yeah, I didn't put too many because I was trying to focus more on finishing my thing. But Let's see. Let me scroll back up. Okay, here we are.
And let's pull it in.
You're so fancy.
I like that one.
Yeah, I've seen this. I haven't made anything from this creator. This is MJ's Off the Hook Designs.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if there we go. I haven't made anything. Is that showing up okay?
Yeah.
Okay. I haven't made anything from this creator, but she has several like simple t-shirts and sweater patterns and things, and I really want to try one of her patterns because I just like the look of them. And I saw a I don't know if this woman is plus sized or maybe you would call her mid sized because she's a little smaller than me, but she is a bit busty like me.
Mm-hmm.
So I felt better seeing somebody with that general body shape wearing the top. And so she that's where I found this pattern, was watching that person's videos. And her channel is Joe's Web Crochet. This was my first time watching her this past weekend, and she had several things that were interesting to me. But this, because I want to make more stuff for myself next year. Mm-hmm. And so this is definitely on the list of making something in a DK weight. Because I feel like if I make it in a DK weight and make it kind of light, I've avoided pullover type sweaters because I feel like I'm going to get hot and want to pull it off. I don't even wear sweatshirts anymore. I haven't worn sweatshirts for years because I feel like I'm going to want to pull it off.
I'm wearing a sweatshirt right now as we speak.
I tend to wear t-shirt material and then wear some sort of cardigan over it if I get cold. Mm-hmm. Because then if I get hot, it's easier to pull back off.
Yeah.
So that's what I lean toward. But this looks like if I did it in like a DK cotton, it would be lightweight, and breathable with the holes in it. So I like that one. The next one on here, this was the pattern. This was the tutorial that was in Spanish.
Okay.
And I really like this hat. I almost started this hat, and then I went for the bow hat instead.
I want to know what is making that hat stiff enough that it's holding its shape.
It's raffia.
Oh, raffia.
She's using raffia.
That explains it.
She's using raffia. But if you use this Lion Brand Rewind, it holds its shape fairly well also.
Okay.
So
I want to get some raffia. I want to try making something out of raffia though.
Yeah, I want to get something raffia-like because I want to be able to squish it and put it in the bag. Mm-hmm. But this hat is definitely on a list, possibly for next year's crochet along. Mm-hmm. Because I think next year I'm not going to make something for the family picture. Just make something for vacation.
Yeah.
Maybe a hat and a matching like beach bag or something.
Ooh, that'd be cute.
So I like that hat. And then this is the person on YouTube. This is Joe.
Yes.
Joe's Web Crochet. Now this shirt, the color she uses in this top are not my favorite colors, but this is the best picture that I can find to be able to show you the top without pulling up one of the videos. Mm-hmm. But she's made about 7 of these.
Okay.
And she's made them in solid color. She's made them in solid colors. She's made them where like the bodice top is striped and then the peplum bottom part is solid. Mm-hmm. She's made them in a bunch of different things. And this shape top I know looks good on me because I have a top similar to this. So I want to learn how to do this. She hasn't put up a tutorial yet.
Rude. She's probably still pattern testing, I
She
bet.
said she says that she says she has a tutorial coming. This is her pattern. This is not a thing. She's not following a pattern that she bought or anything. This is her pattern, and it's one of those made to measure situations. It's not like if you are 4x, do this many stitches. It's like, measure your waist, measure your bust,
Yeah.
do this, do that. All I know is that the shoulders are each a granny square, but then I don't know what she does after that. But you can see from this picture that each shoulder is a granny square.
Let's see. Ari is saying he made it back just in time for goodbye. See y'all Saturday. Ronald says I have a Spanish practice call in 1 minute, so I gotta run. But y'all have a glorious vacay, and we'll see y'all. Be safe, and we'll see y'all when you get back. Bye, everybody. Thank you for joining in for the last call before vacay.
Thank you, because we are winding up right now anyway. So y'all have a good weekend, and we'll see you in about a week or so. 2 weeks.
Something like that. We won't be here next week. We'll be here the week after.
That's right. We won't be here next Wednesday. We won't be on Twitch on Friday. We won't be here next Wednesday. We won't be on Twitch next Friday.
Yes.
So we will be back here. We will be back here on the 17th.
Yes.
We will be back here on the 17th. Bar, if anything happens, we will post on
in the Discord,
the community tab and the Discord. Yeah. We'll post on the community tab and the Discord. Don't know if we'll be starting our Friday Twitch gaming sessions back because Artemis has a new job.
So we gotta figure that out.
But hopefully we will be here on Wednesday, the 17th.
And I guess we're wrapping it up and skedaddling. We're on YouTube.
The outro is you, ma'am.
We're on YouTube. Do the YouTube things. Give us a like. Give us a subscribe. Give us hit the notification bell so you know when we go live. So you're not like, oh, the whole week has gone by and then you forget and you get into a whole new routine. No, hit the notification bell and you'll know exactly when we come back on Wednesday the 17th, barring any other issues. And if you made it this far and watched the whole video, leave a palm tree, a cruise ship.
A palm tree, a cruise ship. Either one is good.
Palm tree, cruise ship, something vacation-y for us. And I think we're out of here.
Yes.